Hi, Tony Bradshaw with AddSomeToYourIncome.com here to share with you how, by opening up my heart, I have already received a $500 credit. There's quite a bit to open up in my heart as well as I make this particular video. Let me dive in. Let's dive in together. When you want to increase gift income, which is what this is about, you will need to get to a place where you are ready to give. You can watch some of my other videos where I've talked about the key to receiving more gift income is giving. Giving your true, authentic self to the world, giving your talent, skills, improving your talents, improving your skills, finding yourself being more and more valuable all the time will increase your income. It'll increase your labor income, it'll increase your passive income, and also it will improve and increase your gift income. The connection between the money coming in and what you do is not easy to see. I have been many years at this and have begun to be able to see the connection between when I give and when money comes to me that can be considered gift income. I'm getting a phone call. That's unusual. Continuing, I did decide to take that call. Where was I and what was I saying? Okay, gift income, how to increase it, the connection between the gift income and that, what you receive. My brain's trying to tell me to tell you why I took the call. I was expecting a phone call. It was a very important phone call. It was from the library because I had put my COVID vaccine immunization card into a library book that got returned to the library, and they are holding on to it. And we just worked it out where they're going to mail it to me. So that's all set to go. Well, I got a $500 credit today, and today I was ready to give a large piece of money to someone in need. I'd like to share with you this story. It's coming from the heart because it was only in my heart so far that I have decided to give this money. The credit is also coming. I've heard just now that it's coming. It got me jumping in here and making this video even though I don't have one of my black shirts with me today. I am grateful for this, and I'm sharing from how in my heart I had decided to give and how the credit came to me. If you already are a believer, you can stop listening and stop watching. If you are somewhat curious and you're starting to get convinced on that when you give, you receive more, keep listening. If you're like me and you're just working around inside your classroom, putting things where you want it to be during summer break, you just let the video roll and listen, which is probably why I've been saying listening instead of watching. Here's what happened this morning that leads me to where I'm at this afternoon. This morning I was talking with a friend of mine who is in, sometimes I've said just third world Africa. Sometimes that's really where I usually just put it, just kind of keeping it vague that way. It's a third world country in Africa. This friend of mine is in an interesting situation. He just had COVID, over it, feeling better. He is needing to get back to work. I don't want to give too much of the sob story because it's really not. He is ready to pay back with a loan what I would send to him. I haven't even told him yet that I'm planning to gift him the money. That's where this is really cool because it's just in the heart at this point. In my heart, he's at a spot where he needs to get back to work, and his work is actually on a cruise ship where he provides service on the cruise ship. He's asking for some money, not a lot, but a bit of money. I asked him to get the total amount of what he's going to need. He just basically is going to be flown to a country, then he needs to transport himself. He has a doctor's physical to get done and may need some food. I'm like, just give me the total amount that you're going to need. The discussion was in the past about loan, and today when I was talking to him, my heart just clicked, and I'm ready to help this friend out and make it a gift, which is passive income would be that I would loan the money and it would have interest on it and I would expect money back. Gift income, when I give that money, and I just planned to it, and I could feel that it was like one of those choices, like if I'm constantly standing here saying that to increase gift income you have to give, I'm going to do this. And it was a spot for me. And you get in those spots too, and you will. When you really start stepping forward into this, you're going to find spots where you have an opportunity to give. You recognize all that you have received, and you're ready to give. That's what makes you rich. Your mind changes. There's nothing you can do to become rich except in your mind. Change your mind that you are rich. You are rich to be able to be watching this video. You are. You can tell yourself, I am rich. I highly recommend you get into the mirror and you tell your eyeballs that and see what the reaction is. You could get a couple of reactions. One could be, yes, we are. One could be, no, we're not. One could be, well, maybe, convince me. And if it's a maybe or a no, then you'll need to really convince yourself. You must have a mind change. You might actually be surprised that when you actually look in the mirror, that you're already convinced that you're rich. You just haven't been saying it. So look yourself in the mirror. I have done this. It's a huge change. And look in the eyes and say, I am rich. And see where you agree with yourself or not. That moment in the mirror will help you to know where you're at. And if it's already a yes, you are a wonderful place. Your ability to bless the world is ready to go because you will be ready to give. If it's a no and it's a really strong no, it could be a long conversation. And have it. It's a really important one where you count up the things that you have that other people are just praying that they could have. There are billions and billions of people who are poorer than I am. How dare I say that I'm poor or I'm living in poverty? How dare I, with all that I have, with all that's available to me, with what I've been given in life, just living where I'm living and being able to do this alone, I am rich, especially compared to billions and billions of people. I have so many things. I'm walking today. That alone is miraculous as I think about some of the accidents I've had, landing on my neck once and everything. And I'm just healthy. I am rich. You are rich. All right. So, as I was saying, I was deciding with this friend, as soon as he lets me know the amount, that I will gift him that money. And it's probably going to be close to $500. Now, a little bit more from the heart. I am currently in a different situation than I was just a little bit ago, actually. Even a year ago, I'm not sure I would have predicted I'd be in this position today. If you look back on the channel, feel free to subscribe, by the way. The Tony Bradshaw channel here, where we learn about how to add some to your income and, yes, increase gift income. Last night, I was at a speech club that I'm in, which is Toastmasters, and we were talking, and one person was saying how, oh, no, not gift income. Passive income is better than gift income, because I'd given a small speech. And this is not about winning a lottery, which is what his idea of gift income is. This is like, I don't have relatives that have millions of dollars. It can give me inheritance. He was saying these things, and you know what? Lottery really isn't gift income. It is counted as income, but it's winnings. It's the spoils. It is earned by chance for you. It's not. I'm not even quite sure where I'd best qualify it to put it. I think actually passive income is probably the better definition of the lottery, because if you don't actually do something, you don't win at harvest. So I think that may be a better categorizing. I could even see myself going back and forth on this over the years. Gift income are these opportunities that come to you of little gifts. I don't have the 3 cards in my hand, but when I moved into the townhouse a few days ago, I was handed some gift cards to local companies that are right there, like the coffee shop and such. So it makes sense for those companies to have a gift card for these townhomes because they're right nearby, and it gives us a chance to go in there and enjoy it. And if we're new in town, which in the townhouse there are 4 units, and I met 2 of the other units in the same house that I'm in, and they're both from a different state, and they've moved in. So this is a very smart thing for the business, because they're giving and they're going to receive. This is my message, right? When you give, you'll receive more. We know why certain companies have their promo stuff, their deals that they do. It's because they want us to come in, have the experience of the place. It's the free sample. You give out free samples, and then more people come back because they like the sample. I am without AC, and it's summer, and it's hot, and it's Memorial Day weekend. We lived at the lake. I went again last night to the lake, and I'm without AC. The place was just finished build, and something was wrong. And it wasn't just mine. It was all the other ones, too. The other people we're talking to in the townhouse also didn't have AC. Tomorrow is supposed to be 100-degree weather. Even this last weekend, it was really hot. So it got fixed, yay. And I got contacted by the person who was like, well, we were in your place, it got fixed, and we've worked it out to give you a $500 credit towards your account. I get this message, and first it's like, wow, yay. Second, it's like, well, that's kind of like gift income. It's a reduction of my expenses, so it's not really actual income I'll actually count, so I don't think I'll make a video about it. And then the third thought that hit me, first, like, yay, all right, $500 credit. Not really an income thing. Like, I try not to talk about how to reduce your expenses. Yeah, right? That keeps showing up in the stuff. But then I realized I just this morning, and it took a while to get this thought. I think I moved on with a couple things first, and then was still feeling the joy of, okay, a $500 credit. I made the connection. It will take you time to make the connection to the fact that your gift income is connected with when you gave. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.